16-3 in the last 19 games. What have you guys figured out?
I think we just play good as a team, starting to really gel and just trust each other on both ends of the floor. So I think that's the main thing.
Malone praised you for, quote, not fighting your role. Is there truth to that? And do you feel like you're just playing your game, not thinking too much, and just like, staying within yourself?
Yeah, definitely. I think with as many good players as we have, it's going to take a degree of, sacrifice from a lot of us. So I'm perfectly fine with playing my role or whatever is best for the team. So I've just been trying to get, my points in the flow of the game, not force too much. That's the goal.
It's kind of a crazy question a little bit, but like RJ Barrett had a huge dunk yesterday. John Morant had one. Can like when Aaron Gordon had that one dunk, can it change momentum? Can a dunk be that significant to a team and just bump the team up?
Which one? From
Aaron Gordon, I think it was
the Christmas game.
The Christmas game. When Aaron Gordon had that one.
Yeah, no, I mean definitely in the midst of a game, that definitely changes momentum. I think I think we try to go from game to game, so I don't know if it carries over to the next game, but definitely in the midst of a game when Aaron has those big dunks, it definitely changes the energy for our team for sure.
Speaking of dunks, you've been dunking more lately. You've talked about your athleticism maybe trending back up. Is that the case? Do you feel it right now?
Yeah, I think my foot's getting better, and I just think my nerve is healing from my back surgery and stuff like that. So I feel like I'm getting my legs back under me a little bit. I don't feel like I'm anywhere near where I will be towards the end of the season, but I feel like I'm in a good place overall.
When you guys have won 13 road home, can you hear the crowd, or do you tune it out, or how do you feed off the crowd?
Yeah, the crowd I feel like has been a lot better this year, honestly. Like I feel like when we look up in the stands, most games it's pretty packed, which in the past I didn't feel like our home court advantage was what we would love it to be. People in Denver are just so chill. And I think our arena is a little bit like bigger and like wider than most. A lot of arenas go up, ours kind of goes out. So I don't know if that plays a part, but our fans have been amazing, and we really appreciate that.
How much did you enjoy the end of that Clippers game? I think it felt like they were kind of forcing the ball out of Maul's hands, and then he found you, and you had, I think you had a fadeaway, and you got to the hoop and hit 2 big free throws. How much did you enjoy just kind of having the opportunity to be that guy at the end of the game?
Yeah, it definitely felt good to hit that fadeaway towards the end, and then, like you said, hit those free throws. So I just feel like we got a lot of players that can make big plays. So like last game, KCP hit that big 3. And then I think Aaron hit those 2 big free throws. Obviously, Yoke hit that game winner, but we got a lot of dudes who have won some games for us this year.
We always talk about the rookie wall. Is there a thing that's like the recovery wall where when you're coming back off an injury, you hit like a little wall when it's just harder?
I think that's kind of life in general, where you just kind of hit plateaus sometimes, then you feel like you hit these big growth spurts like within a short period of time. So I think just during those kind of plateaus, you just got to keep pushing, stay true to your routine, stay true to yourself, and eventually you'll hit one of those like growth spurts or one of those good streaks.
Mike, when your three-pointer is not falling as much as you expect it to, what's your process?
I mean, besides keep shooting when I'm open, I think just attacking closeouts, I realize they're going to close out pretty hard to me. So I think just trying to get to the rim or just impact the game in other ways is a focus. I've done it better than other times during the season so far, but that's the goal, is to just try to impact the game in a better way.
How do you have kind of the last few games, at what point does it ever enter your mind? Like, you always hear shooters shoot so much that it's like, I'm confident regardless if it's falling or not. Like, are you anywhere near that point where it's creeping into your head, or is it not at all?
Where, what is?
Your this three-point shooting struggles. And I say that relatively because you're shooting close to 40% over the last few.
Yeah, I think I'm going to keep shooting just because game to game, it's like, it definitely could turn around quick.
Yeah.
But I definitely have missed more threes than I want to miss. So it's definitely something that I'm hoping, gets back up soon.
Do you attribute that to anything, or just the ebbs and flows of a season?
Probably ebbs and flows of a season. I'd say that. And then I haven't been getting in the gym as much in the off days because I've been trying to recover my foot. So I haven't been, those in-between days when you really get to work on your touch and your shots. I haven't been able to do that because I've been trying to recover for the next game with my foot injury. So I think that plays a part too. I got to get back in the gym at off days.
What do you think it's worth defensively for everybody over this last stretch? What's clicked that wasn't clicking earlier this year?
I think for the most part we're getting back better in transition, and I think we're just connecting more. You know, if one guy gets beat, there's usually a guy there, and we're rotating quicker. I think we're just hustling more. So, and then we're trying to defensive rebound better, I think.
Have you found anything personally in terms of being better at defending one-on-one? Because you've been keeping some really quick guys in front of you.
Yeah, I think you just got to find like your niche and what works for you. So I try to watch some of the longer guys in the league, how they defend. And they usually give guys like a little bit of a cushion to try to get a late contest because it's hard to shoot over a taller guy. But yeah, I still feel like there's room for growth, obviously, but I feel like I've been getting a little bit better.
Yeah, who have you been watching?
I just like how KD plays defense. You know, Giannis, just when they're on the perimeter, the way that they play with a little bit of a cushion. Like even Bobo, I think I hit a 3 over him last game because he was so far. He had given me a cushion, but he's still like, when I fall through, he still got to my hand. Like, so he's obviously a very long player, but I think that for guys like us playing with a little bit of a cushion, try not to press up too much so they can't get around you, it works.
Nicole mentioned he saw you open before he hit that game winner. Was there any conversation? Did you go to him like the wide receiver who didn't get the ball and like,
yeah, I just told him.
Me?
I just told him if he wasn't gonna hit it, I would have hit it for him. So he was like, he just said he had the double team. He said he didn't see me in that corner. He saw KCP. I just told him, bro, I'm glad you shot it. Like that's a shot you're supposed to shoot. But I said, yeah, if he didn't hit it, I was gonna hit it.
Are you surprised at all at his reaction, which he said was no reaction? He just kind of shrugged his shoulders.
Nah, that's kind of just how he is. He's always very calm and cool under those clutch moments. So that's just kind of how he is.
You reacted though immediately, hands in the air in the corner. Is that just part of loving basketball, loving those moments for your teammates?
I mean, there's really nothing better than a game winner, especially. You know, we really wanted to win that game. They had a lot of guys in their team that used to play here, and we, you know, I know a lot of those guys personally from Seattle. You know, Markelle Fultz, Paolo. I played Paolo when I was a senior in high school. He was a freshman against the team that we played, and so like he's friends with my little brother. So I mean, we wanted to win that game. So I think a game winner, like everyone's gonna be happy about that.
Are you happy to see Bull have some success? I know you guys were pretty close here.
Yeah, I mean, we all knew that he was a very talented player. So I just feel like, man, some situations could really make or break careers. And he, you know, being over here and being behind some guys, not really being in the rotation, it kind of like we all felt for him because we didn't want it to last too long to where he couldn't get over the hump and become the player that he could be. So I'm glad he got in a situation where they got a lot of young dudes, they let him play. He's able to do what he's doing right now, for sure.